Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub, Mr. Whatsblazing, the sports guy. Listen, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work, guys, and coming to you with a sport that I love dearly, but not a sport that I cover as much on this channel, and that is football. Listen, I love football, man. I was actually even scheduled to do a flag football game when T-Dub was coming out of retirement. Today, did not work out, one reason or another. We're not going to get into that. What I want to talk about, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Guys, and I apologize for the going on live, no warning. But I got to get this in now because I am covering boxing later. And I'll repost this for some of you guys who don't catch it live. We're going to talk about this right now. Again, let me introduce myself. Guys. Yo, what up? I am T-Dub. This is Whatsblazing, the sports guys, and we are covering the draft 2025 Shedeur Sanders. Listen, I'm watching live right now. I want to see, now, part of me, I'm like, man, what if they don't even draft Shedeur, right? In case some of you guys don't know, maybe this is the video that some kind of way broke the news to you. We are doing an NFL draft right now. Shedeur Sanders threw for over 4,000 yards. In the last 2 years, played all but one game. Got hit a lot and still only missed one game out of all 2 years and put up phenomenal numbers. Matter of fact, he was the quarterback that threw and gave the opportunities to the Heisman Trophy winner on offense, Travis Hunter. Talking about Shedeur Sanders, the son of Deion Sanders. Let's see, Raiders. Who the Raiders got? Who the Raiders got? Who they got? Who they got? Nope. They got a receiver. All right, guys, we are in the 4th round, and the Raiders just picked the receiver. Guys, now, I'm going to give you my thoughts because I obviously can't see your guys'. What do you think is happening? How come an African-American young man, got his father and mother in his life, even though they're in 2 different homes, who has pushed through it, should have been a Heisman candidate, in my opinion, but him and Travis go to the same school, won a lot of awards. People predict him going in the top 5, top 10 in the 1st round to he is being undrafted. Thus far, in the 4th round has already begun on the 3rd day. Now, I'm going to tell you some things I heard and some things I just didn't know, right? I heard that people didn't like Deion Sanders. Now, me being a football fan, playing cornerback, man, I love watching Deion Sanders. Back in the day, I was a Cowboys fan. I saw, him play with Atlanta. I saw him play with San Francisco, and I love when he came to the Cowboys. Man, you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't know. I know he had like a little flashy style in him, but everybody had something about them. Everybody had something about them, and he was successful. But I still thought because he did commentary out there talking about football, interview people. I thought he was light. And then, he started, coaching college. I know he coached his boys from the time they were little, but he was coaching college. Got in into Jackson, then ended up going to Colorado. Now, I did believe some college coaches may not have liked Dion, because when you got a person like Dion and you competing with recruiting with him, this guy is been to the NFL. So to me right now, Deion Sanders' son is not being drafted so far. I'm like, man, like, is this a way to even actually hurt Deion Sanders? Because it's gonna make players think, man, do I really want to go play for him? Because the NFL could not look me over or drop me down in the where I get picked in the draft. I don't know, man. And I would say this: I watched Shedeur since he was Jackson. I watched Shedeur since he was with Colorado. I never heard anything that's new stuff about he got a weak arm. I never heard anything like that. I didn't see him throw passes where he was trying to go deep to Hunter or anybody, and they were just 5 and 10 and you're short. I didn't see it. As a matter of fact, I think if he had such a weak arm, I think his interception percentage would be much higher if he had a weak arm that just couldn't make the throws, or his completion would be much lower because he'd be throwing a lot of balls in the dirt. But it's the opposite. I seen him make the deep throws. I seen him do it. I wasn't there, but I watched him on TV. I watched him live, and I am puzzled. Let's see who the Bills gonna get. They got a Deion Walker defensive tackle. Like, I'm watching live, man. Remember, guys, this is live. I'm doing a live commentary. I don't have no script. I just knew I wanted to talk about this. We'll cover boxing later. But this is where makes me sort of think they were trying to sabotage Shedeur Sanders for either a dislike towards him or a dislike towards Deion. And again, I never knew that they didn't like Deion like that. I heard them talk about it. I heard Deion say, oh, they don't like me to do this. I heard them talk about it, but I just didn't know why. I just wasn't that invested or that into it to know background on why. But when I look at Shedeur Sanders, outside of him having his own image of showing his flash and his watch, never heard nothing bad about him outside of football. Never heard him about getting into any kind of trouble. I heard he's showing up, watching film, talking to Tom Brady, talking to Mike Vick, and succeeding, thrown in tough situations. The Colorado team was, won one game? Thrown into tough situations, and he literally made the best out of it with what he had. I just didn't see nothing bad about him. Then all of a sudden, they started talking about his arms weak. Huh? I didn't see that. They started talking about his off the field. Off the field? What? Is there a record that did he do something? Was he drinking and driving? Was it domestic violence? What's the out of football activities that got you not drafting him? And it's just puzzling to me. I'm like, oh my God, this has been orchestrated. They are putting all this out now to put this in people's head, because it is a master plan. If you don't believe that this isn't planned by somebody up top who communicated to all the teams, don't do this. And they knew not to speak about it. This was orchestrated that they wanted to see the look on their face as they don't get picked. And for the people that orchestrated it, they wish they had a live camera in Shedeur and Deion Sanders' face from round one. That's like a high to them. It's like adrenaline. Oh, it's like an orgasm to them people. They just, yes. But I just don't know why. Now, I know Deion Sanders has said something in the past about being like the Mannies and his son not going to some team. I don't know, something like that. But last I checked, Deion and his son, Shedeur is his own man. And Deion is not being drafted back to the NFL. It's Shedeur. Leading his own life. This is a clear separation. Deion is not going to the NFL as a head coach this year. He is staying in Colorado. His son is going off on his own. Are you trying to punish the father through the son? That'll be pretty low. That'll be pretty low. All the experts, and think about this. That's why I call this a hit piece. This is an orchestrated hit. This is a Eminem kill shot. This is a humbling. Now, some people say, is it racist? Some say yes, some say no. Some say, well, it's not racist because they drafted other black people. I have never seen this done to anyone. What they doing to Shedeur. Ever. And if they talking about it's off the field or flashing his watch, I don't think if it was a white guy that, let's say the opposite of Shedeur, cowboy hat, cowboy boots, big belt, yeah, buddy, I'm riding this horse all the way to the NFL. I think they would have laughed about it. I'd have said he got character. I think they would have just spin on it and took everything positive for it. But can you say that maybe the top dogs in the NFL can't relate to the culture that Shedeur shows, and they can relate to the culture of if somebody was wearing cowboy boots and they look at two things that are actually the same but displayed differently because of how they grew up, and they see one of them as fun, loving, he can be a son, a nephew, yeah, and they see another one as showing off. They see him as cocky, arrogant, while the other person is confident, a leader. See the difference? It can be this very confident, a leader. That's what we need. Cocky, arrogant. We don't need that. Hold on, let's see. Who just got? Arian Smith. Wow. Listen, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, after I have not seen Shedeur Sanders got taken the first round and they went to the second, part of me, and I hope I am wrong, part of me is like, man, what if they don't draft him? And I believe that the system that orchestrated this feels that the NFL is so big and powerful that it doesn't matter how it looks to the people. It doesn't matter what they do or don't do for Shedeur. Even if, let's say they draft him in the 7th round, the last pick, and they never play him. Or they keep him 5 years on the bench and cut him. Get some prime away from him and cut him. Basically a straight out dogging. Which honestly, that could be worse than not drafted. You get drafted, never given an opportunity by, just, and you're told whoever drafts you, you keep him on that bench. Nobody picks him up if he comes as a free agent, and just let him die out. I feel the system feels they are big enough that they can endure any backlash to come with it. Because, I mean, we can't say it's racist, right? We got 60, 70% black. Can't say we're racist. So we doing this to him. I think it's wrong. I do not think it's... Oh, sorry. Not crying, choking up, spit. I am not crying. Don't put it T-Dubs crying. I'm choking up. I think it's wrong. I do think it's some type of blackballing. It might be some underlying racism with it. I don't think if this was a white guy that he would be treated the same way. I don't believe so. This is a true hit piece. It was designed and orchestrated a while ago to be a hit. I stopped hearing them talk about the positive things with him and only focus on what they say negative. But when it comes to the other quarterback, all I hear was positive. I didn't hear, or if it was negative, they brush it over. They brush it over. When quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and Mike Vick was ridiculed for running and not being more of a pocket passer, so much that a lot of times they try to be a pocket passer. And you got Shedeur Sanders, who is a pocket passer, and now you're talking about he ain't got the speed. Like, God, listen, man. There ain't nothing I can do about it. Just pretty much speak my mind and get your guys' thoughts. Let me listen. If I'm wrong about something, there's some information I'm missing, please let me know. Which, it could be the case. But again, to do it, let me see. Saints pick in. Let's see what the Saints got. The Saints are in 112. I want to see if I can. Hey, because they said, oh my God, that's reminding me, man. I'm gonna definitely have to. I messed up. Oh, guys, I meant to download this and re-upload it because I knew I'm going live, and I didn't push the record button, so I'm gonna have to do some type of version of a recap, which is probably better to be a completely different worded, so anybody catches live won't catch the exact same thing, but I will be able to add it more on the replay. But anyway, let me tell you how orchestrated and dirty I think this is. Shedeur Sanders got a new number. Only solely for the NF draft. Only. No one has it but people that's dealing with NFL. The Saints so-called said we're going to pick you. Getting his reaction. They knew it would be live and recorded. And then say, oh, we're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait longer. And then hangs up. There are some very, very rich people and powerful people that's in the NFL that is sitting back enjoying every moment. Kind of reminds me a little bit of boxing, how a lot of people don't like Devin Haney's dad, Bill Haney, and they hate him so much that they wish bad on the son. So when the son loses, they're celebrating, cheering like, yeah, your son lost, yeah, But the son is not the father. They're two different people. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to see who the Saints gonna get. They're in France. Some people from France. Who is it? Who they got? Who is it? Who said it? Nope. Danny Stutzman, linebacker. That's crazy. Oh, some people say that if he's going to go, he's going to maybe go to Pittsburgh. Man, guys, this is wild. I'm starting to feel that Shedeur Sanders might not get drafted, man. And the thing about it is going to go under the radar. People going to talk about it, and then they're going to move on. But they're going to leave a lasting pain or hurt in the Sanders family. And I think that's all they care about. See, because they are drafting these other people, you're going to want to tune in to see what the Cam Moore is going to do. Travis Hunter, you want to see what he's going to do. So you're not going to start watching NFL. But this right here, like I said, like there is no guarantee you got to be drafted. I get it. But when you have Shedeur Sanders' talent and what you have seen him put out there, I don't care about the negative stuff because I don't see you focusing on negative stuff for other people. Like the positive he done, the accuracy, the deep ball, decision making, the percentages. And he doesn't right now in the fourth round, and he's not drafted. And again, I kind of feel that they can almost not draft him completely. And there's nothing that's going to happen. Think about it. There's nothing that's going to happen. And I don't even know if anything's going to change. If anything, I think this put more fear in black athletes to you better know your damn role. I don't think this applies to all athletes. I think for African American athletes, you better know you better play and talk like we say talk. You better do or act the way you say. If you say anything, remember having a cabinet, right? Try to take a knee and stamp. Stand for what? Against who? Where? San Francisco. CJ West, D tackle. Like I said, man, not a good look for NFL. Not a good look. There's going to still be a lot of haters for the Sanders family, but I really believe this is going to actually give a lot more support to them. Because when you can visually do this to somebody and people know that they're worth, and you do this in front of the world just because you can do it, and you're bigger and badder, and you know it ain't going to stop nothing, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I do think it's going to get them more support. It's going to turn people that might not have liked them to like them because they know that people don't like people that get done like that. I mean, what are you mad at to do this? If he was white with a cowboy hat and did this, would you be as mad? I don't think so. All right, guys, listen. I'm continuing watching. Me personally, I want to see the young man get drafted. I want to see the young man get an opportunity. That's what I would like. The bad thoughts of me says either worst case scenario, you don't get drafted, don't get no opportunity. Next case, he does get drafted and don't get no opportunity and then cut and released. But what are your thoughts? Teed up. Football talk. I'm out.